They spent $250,000 on a wedding. Meanwhile, my daughter was dying in a hospital bed, and they refused to lend me a single cent. They said, family doesn't mean financial responsibility. But when life flipped the script, they came begging at my door. And this time, I didn't save them. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever been betrayed by the people who were supposed to love you most, hit that subscribe button. Because this story, it's about what happens when karma finally shows up wearing your face. My name's Daniel, and I've always believed family comes first. I wasn't rich. I worked 2 jobs, one as a delivery driver, another managing late-night shifts at a gas station. But my world revolved around my daughter, Lily. She was 6, sunshine and sneakers, a giggle that could melt anyone's bad day. Then, one night, she collapsed. We rushed her to the ER, and after endless tests, the doctor's face told me everything before his words did. Lily had a rare heart condition, one that could only be treated with an emergency surgery costing $180,000. I didn't have insurance. I didn't even have $10,000. But I had family, or at least I thought I did. I tried everything: GoFundMe, loans, even pawned my late wife's wedding ring. But time ran out. Lily passed away 2 weeks later. When I called Ethan to tell him, he didn't even answer. He sent a text. "I'm sorry, bro. I'll call you after the honeymoon." He never did. The funeral was quiet, just me and a few friends. My brother? He was posting beach photos in Italy with the hashtag #JustMarried. That night, I swore I'd never forget, and I'd never forgive. Fast forward 5 years, life changed. I'd buried my grief in work. I studied online courses in logistics, eventually started a small delivery business. I got contracts, expanded, hired staff, and somehow, through pain and grit, I made it. Within 3 years, my company was clearing 7 figures a year. I didn't flaunt it, but word gets around, especially when you go from struggling to successful in a small town. One day, my phone buzzed. Ethan. I stared at his name for a long minute before answering. He sounded different, desperate. "Dan, I need your help," he said. "The company's in trouble. Investors pulled out. We could lose everything." For a second, I almost laughed. He continued, "We just need a $200,000 bridge loan, just to keep the business alive. I'll pay you back with interest." $200,000. Almost the same amount he'd spent on that wedding. Almost the same amount that could have saved Lily. I didn't say a word for a moment. Then I asked quietly, "Ethan, did you ever think about her?" He froze. "What?" "Lily, my daughter. Remember her?" He started to stammer. "Dan, that was a long time ago." I interrupted. "Yeah, long enough for karma to make a full circle." He tried to convince me in every way possible. He even drove 3 hours to my office, dressed in an expensive suit that didn't hide the panic in his eyes. He sat across from me begging, "Dan, please. If we go under, I'll lose everything: the house, the cars, the reputation. I have a family to think about." The words hit like knives. I have a family to think about. Those were the exact words I'd said to him years ago. Only back then, my family was a dying child in a hospital bed. I leaned forward and said, calm and steady, "Ethan, when Lily needed help, you told me it wasn't your responsibility. So, let me return the favor." He went pale. "Dan, you can't do this." "Oh, I can," I said softly. "And I will, because I finally learned something from you. Family doesn't mean financial responsibility." He stood up, tears in his eyes, and left without a word. A month later, his company filed for bankruptcy. The mansion was foreclosed. His wife left him. And me? I drove past that mansion one last time, saw him outside with boxes in the rain. For a second, I felt pity. Then I thought about Lily. Her laugh. Her heart monitor flatlining. And the pity disappeared. People always talk about forgiveness. But sometimes, justice doesn't come from forgiveness. It comes from balance, from the universe quietly putting things where they belong. I didn't ruin his life. He did that himself. I just didn't save him from it. And maybe that's what karma really is. Not punishment, but perspective. The same pain you give eventually finds its way home. If you've ever been let down by family, the people who were supposed to have your back, then you know this feeling. What do you think? Was I right to let karma handle it? Or should I have helped him anyway? Let me know in the comments. And if you love stories where justice gets personal, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because more real revenge stories are on the way.